Thank you, Madam President. I would like to ask the Council's indulgence to revisit an issue that we just talked about. Last week, Councilor Milne said that he had concerns about the legitimacy of the statement that we had to have a decision by the 1st of October and asked for written documentation, right? We received that. We get an email from a Robert Welch from the state that says the source of the, and this will answer another question that came up, by the way, but the source of the funding for this project for the environmental analysis and mitigation and construction of a new passenger terminal, airport apron, automobile parking areas, access roads, and other related improvements at the Barnstable Municipal Airport is found on bond 6006-9980. The amount allocated by MAC for this project is $15 million. Then it gets to Councilor Milne's point. The drop-dead date is exactly as you, meaning Doc Mosby, described, early October. The acceptance date has been 3 October 2007, the date of the MAC meeting and the conference. As we discuss, each delay affects the value of the available funds and the schedule to provide these funds. The Secretary of Transportation and Public Works has stated publicly he supports the project and fully understands the necessity and impact of this most important project. So you received, as all of us did, written documentation that we had to take a vote tonight. Then we receive a series of communiques from the airport questioning some of our conditions with a request that there be a postponement. Then we receive a Tuesday, 25 September email from Mr. Mosby that says the MAC meeting vote has been delayed till November. Even though we'll be ready, that is the position of MAC. That being said, it is suggested that the airport commissioners and staff get together with us once again to talk about the conditions. Our response has been, we don't want any private meetings. We can talk very well right out here in public, right in front of the council. These are either good conditions or bad conditions, and so be it. Now, I need clarification because I thought I heard tonight that yet again that's changed. Now we need a vote tonight.
John, I spoke with, when I got that last communique, I told, it wasn't Mr. Welsh called me, it was one of his staff who had incorrect information. The secretary is coming to the MAMA conference. Initially, one of his staff members by the name of Larry Gallo called and said that they thought that the MAC meeting, they thought that it wouldn't have enough commissioners to form a quorum. But he says, proceed as you are, because if they show up, we're going to conduct business as usual. So to me, and I think I spoke with, in my last email, that's what it was kind of decided. We would proceed in the same manner that we're going forward. So
do we have that in writing?
No.
We don't have it in writing. So we still don't have the original request in writing. My only concern is this. I've been at this for over a year, and it's been a very frustrating process. It appears to me that the rules change depending on what the concerns are. When people were talking about Kmart and several other provisions, all of a sudden, we didn't need to make a vote. We had an extra month to talk about it. Now they've seen the language, and apparently it's all right, and guess what? We've got to take a vote tonight. I've got a serious problem with this. I have a problem with the integrity and the credibility of this entire process. And I think we should find out once and for all what we're being asked to do. And it shouldn't be contingent on whether they like condition A, condition B, or condition C. There's got to be a right answer, a final answer. They either need a vote or they don't. This has changed 3 times.
Madam President.
We received an email on 25 September from Mr. Mosby that says the meeting has been canceled.
And now you're saying that that's possible.
And at the same time,
they
were raising concerns about conditions. Now they've seen the conditions that they were concerned about, and apparently they're all right. And miraculously, we don't have an extra month anymore. I'm just saying, if you want to believe that that's the way things work, then so be it. But, you know,
point of information, perhaps that could be clarified by...
That is not what this email says. This email says the MAC meeting has been moved. Not that it might be moved or they might have a quorum problem. This says the MAC meeting has been moved. Not that we won't be ready, but MAC has a problem with their quorum. The meeting has been moved. Now, all of a sudden, the meeting hasn't been moved.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Okay, I'd just like to see if I can break through. You didn't have to honor it if you didn't have to. Did I hear that? I didn't hear that. Okay. What would make us comfortable up here that you will honor? We're having a problem now with trust.
May I suggest that
Problems with trust in the process of this thing. But where we are right now, as you folks came last week, there was some added suggestions on behalf of the town that you folks are telling us here tonight that these will be honored. Is that true? Then let's vote on it tonight.
Thank you, Madam President. You know, I've listened and paid attention to this, and I can't reconcile right now, as of this hearing that we're having right at this moment, that our town manager, who we entrust to be the CEO of this $150 million corporation known as the town of Barnstable, is not comfortable with this process and is not comfortable with where we are at this time, and I don't think I'm mischaracterizing his statements. The manager, under this charter, for better or worse, works for us individual councilors and collective council as a body. If he's not comfortable and these dates are all over the place, we should postpone this. This is a serious matter.
I think
based on what was said by our manager and what has been said back and forth. I am not satisfied with the airport manager's answer. The airport manager does not work for the town manager. The public needs to be reminded of that. Many people are not aware of that.
I think the town manager would like to respond.
Well, I would like to make a motion to postpone is what I'd like to do. Postpone this to the next meeting.
Second? Go
Yeah.
ahead.
Could we just have clarification what this postponement actually means? If this were to go down and defeat the postponement.
There is a request for clarity. My point is this. I really don't care in the end whether you vote tonight is your decision. Whether you accept all 20 provisions, some of them, none of them, or you add 20 is your position. I would hope that you would discuss the conditions if there are any issues with them. My point is simply this. I don't know if we have to take a vote tonight. I know what I just heard Mr. Mosby say, and I have no reason to, I'm not in any way questioning his integrity in this. I just don't know what the position of MAC is. I have a letter, I have an email that said that they've changed their meeting, and now we're told miraculously tonight it changed again. I don't know. I mean, I don't know whether or not you have to take a vote tonight. And so I'm not gonna stand with Mr. Mosby and the Airport Commission on this one and say, you know, I talked to 3 councilors today, all of which wanted to postpone this because they felt this was a significant issue and they thought that there might be concern about conditions. 3 councilors just today. I have to believe that they believed that there was extra time, that we were being given a grace period of a month, and the position that was being taken was, why not take the extra time to review this or whatever. So I didn't hear anything today about the fact that the position of MAC has changed. You'd think that, I mean, you asked for it in writing, we got it in writing, it changed, and we didn't get it in writing, and we didn't even get it in email, and we didn't even get a phone call. We find out tonight that it's changed. I don't know whether that's true or not. So all I can suggest is you do the best you can, but I'm not sitting here telling you that I know whether you have to take a vote today, tomorrow, or on Christmas Day. I don't know.
Yep.